welcome to my channel. Today it's going to be a lighter version of books, or let's say discussing books, going through books. Today I picked something cute, light and sweet. It's called Daily Peace. It's one of these books that what you really enjoy while reading it are the illustrations, the quality of the art in it, and it's like when you really you can go through it randomly. You just go through it for some inspiration, some beautiful illustrations. I'll show you a few. For example, perhaps somewhere, someplace inside your being, you have undergone important changes while you were sad. You were born with potential. You were born with goodness and trust. You were born with ideals and dreams. You were born with greatness. You were born with wings. You are not meant for crawling, so don't. You have wings. Learn to use them and fly. So this is Rumi. I actually share some of his poetry in one of my videos. He's one of my favorite authors when it comes to poetry. Acceptance. Look how beautiful. Okay, probably one of my favorite images. What do we live for if it is not to make life less difficult for each other? George Eliot. Check this one. The more light you allow within you, the brighter the world you live in will be. Shakti Gawain. Simple. When you haven't forgiven those who've hurt you, you turn your back against your future. When you do forgive, you start walking forward. Tyler Perry. So forgiveness is usually good for us. It helps us to move forward, to let go, to carry less weight, less burden, feel more free, more light, and focus on what matters. Because the past is the past, we can change it, but we can focus on now, right? So forgiveness just sets us free from all these mental chains, emotional heaviness. One of the greatest gifts you can give yourself to forgive. Forgive everybody. Maya Angelou. Seriously, how breathtaking are the illustrations? Like, they're just so comforting to just look at. Actually, this book is by National Geographic. So probably that explains the beautiful images. Okay, so there's a bit more on forgiveness. The practice of forgiveness is our most important contribution to the healing of the world. Marianne Williamson. I don't know if the camera shows these illustrations properly. So each chapter starts with a month and again with breathtaking image. We spend our lives avoiding the situations that help us grow. It's when we stay with uncertainty and discomfort without trying to fix it that we connect with our innate joy, wisdom, and love. Pema Children. I really love listening to this woman. She's a really wise person. In the midst of chaos, there's also opportunity. Sun Tzu. Progress is impossible without change, and those who cannot change their minds cannot change anything. George Bernard Shaw. Pursue some path, however narrow and crooked, in which you can walk with love and reverence. Henry David Thoreau. Seriously, the images are just wow. No need to hurry, no need to sparkle, no need to be anyone but oneself. Virginia Woolf. Good friends, good books, and a sleepy conscience. That is the ideal life. Mark Twain. We already have everything we need. Pema Chodron. This is a very simple, efficient quote. Twide the window, let me drink the day. Edith Wharton. Simple can be harder than complex. You have to work hard to get your thinking clean to make it simple. Steve Jobs. Not what we have, but what we enjoy constitutes our abundance. Epicurus. Smile, breathe, and go slowly. Life is not complex, we are complex. Life is simple, and the simple thing is the right thing. Oscar Wilde. The night sky. Promise me you'll always remember you're braver than you believe, and stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think. A. Moyle. The more light you allow within you, the brighter the world you live in will be. Shakti Gawain. We travel, some of us, forever to seek other states, other lives, other souls. You yourself, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection. Change is one thing, acceptance is another. The problem is you are too busy holding on to your unworthiness. Ram Dass. To be alive is to have scars. John Steinbeck. Someday you're gonna look back at this moment of your life as such a sweet time of grieving. You'll see that you were in mourning and your heart was broken, but your life was changing. Elizabeth Gilbert. We are healed of suffering only by experiencing it to the full. Marcel Proust. You mustn't confuse a single failure with a final defeat. F. Scott. What lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us. Henry Stanley Haskins. Thomas Edison famous quote, I have not failed, I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work. There are some things you learn best in calm and some in storm. Willa Cather. This is a very cute one. It is not the strongest or the most intelligent who will survive, but those who can best manage change. Again, another famous quote for Charles Darwin. It's not just other people we need to forgive, we also need to forgive ourselves for all the things we didn't do, for all the things we should have done. You can't get stuck on the regrets of what should have happened. Mitch Albom. So yeah, we all know that guilt doesn't really help unless it's like we can simply learn from whatever we've been through and just decide maybe to act differently in the future, or if we can mend something, we then go forward. We can't go back in time, and regret will just stand in the way of us progressing in life. It doesn't help us in any possible way. Always be on the watch for the coming of wonders. E.B. White. I'm gonna show you some of the really beautiful pictures in a row. I really must. They're really spectacular, aren't they? Now and then, it's good to pause in our pursuit of happiness and just be happy. It's not enough to have great qualities, we should also have the management of them. Come from a space of peace and you'll find that you can deal with anything. Michael Singer. Rest and be thankful, William Wordsworth. Love and compassion are necessities, not luxuries. Without them, humanity cannot survive. Dalai Lama. Always be little kinder than necessary. J. M. Barrie. The smallest act of kindness is worth more than the grandest intention. Oscar Wilde. A good heart is better than all the heads in the world. I agree. Empathy and compassion is what builds communities, healthy communities, at least families. Again, healthy families, healthy relationships in general. Even in your jobs, like there are certain jobs specifically more than others that require empathy a big way. Like being a teacher, you have to understand your students' situations. It will help you influence their life, right, in a good way. It will help you be more understanding, more supportive. Doctors, nurses, many jobs in society, like I think they require not just like skills. Being skillful is crucial, but also some level of empathy and humanity. It's really important. Even politicians can be more humane in general and have more sense of empathy. They can play their role in much more effective way. Okay, even and I think empathy shouldn't only be extended to humans, it should also be extended to animals, like all living things around us. Even trees, like if we because we're all interconnected and we're all like in this web of life affect each other well-being in one way or another. So yeah, it's important. It's really crucial, isn't it? Today's episode ends here, but the practice doesn't. We can carry forward the poses, the gentleness, the reminder that peace is something we return to, not something we achieve. Thank you for being here and sharing this quiet journey with me. We'll leave you with a few of the images, of the stunning images, and thank you for watching. Till next time, stay well. Love you all. Bye.